Hey guys, ZoinkMeisters Patrick and Adam here.
What's
We're
up?
trying a new series. This one's going to be a sort of a ZoinkCast or Zoink Talks. It'll just be a little mini podcast style episodes where we just talk about a video game topic for 10 to 15 minutes and just go over how we feel about them. In the background here, you'll see some random gameplay that has nothing to do with anything. Just fun little eye candy so you don't glaze off in the distance.
Little fun stuff.
So, yeah. So, I don't even know what that's going to be yet. I don't think I'll ever know. It'll just be something. That'll be the point. So, our first topic, just for the inaugural episode, is going to be what information we can give you about the channel. Just random channel facts, like starting with why our name, right? Why are we ZoinkMeister?
Yeah, so the reason I came up with the name ZoinkMeister when making the channel is because I really did. I tried to make something that was essentially not taken and not like anything else, and I tried like for 5 straight days nonstop searching for something that could be my own, or something that was like original, that didn't sound like something else. It didn't sound like I was trying to steal it. And like I searched 5 straight. I mean, it sounds like I did it like one name a day. No, it was like hours and hours of looking for names, and then I would Google them, and then they'd already been taken for like 10 years. It was all bad. So I forget exactly how I came like to means with the word Meister adding in. I think I was watching something that was making fun of like a 90s show where he would like say his name followed by the name Meister or something like that. I forget why specifically, but Zoink comes from the Scooby-Doo spoof of the icons we all use.
Yeah, which I've been loving it. So I sort of came a bit after all this. I had no influence on the channel name at all, but I've been loving it. I love the Zoink faces. I've been using Meister as like in my head. It's like we're the authorities on the topics we talk about, and then our audience would be like our Gasella or something, the people we're teaching about, like what we've learned, what we know. It's been cool. I really like ZoinkMeister, and it is unique. If you look up ZoinkMeister, there's nothing else there. YouTube will autocorrect you to ZangMeister.
Oh yeah,
which even that's nothing. There's one person named ZangMeister, and they have like 3 videos and like 2 subscribers or something.
They're like a German composer, I think.
Yeah, it's like what?
Weird.
I don't know why it autocorrects us to that, but that's it. So that's ZoinkMeister.
Yeah.
It's an amazing name with a weird, not cool background at all.
Yeah, it's cool. And then I mean the shortened letters ZM are like, I feel like they're not used that often.
No, it works. It works really well. The whole thing works really well. I love it. How did you come up with the logo? I don't know that story either.
Okay, so the logo is a funny story. So there I was laying on my parents' couch in their living room, and I was on Snapchat.
Wow, we sound like cool kids, don't we?
Yeah. And I was playing around with some of the filters, and they have a face swap filter that auto detects faces from your library. So it auto detected a picture of a Scooby-Doo picture I had for some reason.
It just picked it randomly?
It randomly picked it up. I use Zoink, which is like, associated with Shaggy, but it's actually Fred's face.
Right. I did know that.
Yeah, it picked up, and it swapped my face, and I fell in love with the picture, and I wanted to make it my go-to picture because I was so happy with it. But it looks kind of weird. Like in that picture, I don't have a shirt on, and like, so I was like, well, I don't want this. Yeah, I don't want this to be like my icon, and it looked like a dirty, like it just looks like someone face swapped a dirty guy with Fred's face. Yeah,
ZoinkMeister Adam doesn't seem to like clothing.
Yeah.
I
didn't want to look dirty, so I cropped it lower, so it was like just like my lower neck. I had like a little beard going at the time, so like the shadows worked pretty good. And then I was replaying Super Metroid at the time, and I was like, oh man, I bet a 16-bit filter would look really nice over this. So when I popped it into this, I couldn't really find one on the App Store because I wanted to just do a quick one off my phone, but I couldn't find anything that was like high quality for me.
Right.
So I just kind of Googled it. When I Googled said thing, it brought up a photo editor. I put it in my original picture. It gave me the picture I used today, and the reason there's so much prominent red is because the original picture has a red. I'm laying on a red couch.
Right.
So it like I didn't edit that photo at all. It actually came out in that way. Like but yeah, I'm not sure why it changed all the other colors, skin tones, the shadows were deepened.
Right.
It completely changed the picture, and when I saw it, I completely fell in love with it. I was like, this is the most amazing picture I've ever seen of myself.
Right. Well, it's great. And then we later took my Zoink face picture in your car, and that was just like we were intentionally going for it. Like, we knew what we were looking for at this point. And I don't know how I guess you somehow forced it to be yellow, but I love the way mine came out. Even though like my Zoink face is just a copy of your accidental one. Mine's very much on purpose. No, I love it. Yeah. I love the way it looks.
Yeah, no, I think it's perfect. It's like a perfect, just the style with the Fred face with a 16-bit filter in the way with like a solid color like setup. Yeah. It looks really nice. There's two more pictures. There's one of Harley that's never been released since he's never been in a video where his color is blue, and then one of my uncle who also he doesn't want to be on the channel, he just wanted to have a picture like that, so I made one. And he was wearing a blue shirt, so we did the same thing where it like made everything blue. So there are two more pictures. I still need to make a picture for Miguel because he's been in like 2 videos already and he has no icon.
Right. So that was a question I actually kind of have for you, even. It's a weird place to ask it, but whatever, let's go. So you're kind of our channel leader as far as things go. You started the channel and you did everything. So I was just going to ask, are we the only 2 official like ZoinkMeister members, or what's the deal with that?
So officially Harley, it was actually, this channel was supposed to be specifically just mine and Harley's at first. Okay. And it was honestly, I have a Twitter I don't like talking about anymore because I feel like I've moved away from it, where I would just review games for my own purpose. It didn't have very many followers. It was like 5. I didn't even try. I never told anyone about it. It somehow got 5 followers. I'm not sure how.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, but I would just like, after I played a game, I would do a quick review of it, like on a still, one image that would like kind of break down how I graded it, and then give it a final grade. And when I told Harley about it, he's like, "Oh, you have to review Bayonetta," and I was like, "Oh man, I really don't think that's a good idea because I don't like I don't like the Bayonetta series." And he's like, "Have you ever played it?" And I was like, "No, it looks so bad." He ended up lending me, since he's bought the game like 6 times somehow. I think like twice on PS3. He just bought the Switch remaster, which came with both the original games. He bought the Wii U remaster which came with Bayonetta 2 and 1 remastered, and he bought the PC port. So he really likes the game. So
that's crazy.
He wanted me to review it. When I reviewed it, I ended up giving I think I gave, what was it, like Bayonetta 1 like a silver, which is like the equivalent of saying it's a good game, but yeah. And then I gave the second game like a gold, which was like the equivalent of being a really good game, because the second one is far superior to the first. But anyways, I was like, man, this is just fun. This was fun, like having to play a game and then being able to talk about it. So me and him were gonna make a channel about it based off of that it was just fun to play games and talk about them. He said he already had a channel. He already has a YouTube channel.
Oh, really? Yeah. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's called Gangsta Croissant with the the avatar is Dr. Doom.
Oh,
yeah. He's had it for a while. So when I brought it up, making an account, and he said, yeah, I'll be on it, but he's like, it'll be just your account since I already have one, and just like, I don't know, link me in or something. So that's kind of how that started. But
gotcha.
Yeah, I kind of started getting into it, buying stuff for it. I bought a capture card. I started playing games. My first game was Destiny 2.
Destiny 2.
Yeah, specifically the beta, because at the time the game hadn't gone live yet. It was just in the testing phase. And it was pretty cool. I had fun. It was really awkward though, because when you don't know what to do, you like go back and hear yourself and you sound so bland. Like, where's the personality in my voice? There's no love there. So it took a few tries, but I finally got happy with the final retake of audio, and then I posted it and I was really happy with it. And then I forget when you dropped in on the channel specifically.
My first video was in Crash. Yeah. Because Crash was so difficult that you were like just desperate to do it with someone else, because otherwise it was just you replaying it over and over again.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right.
Right. And so so I was over your house one day and you're like, hey, do you want to try this crash level? Because that's usually what happens. Like, that's just kind of part of how we know each other is one of us will be like, I can't do this stupid impossible thing. And the other one will come over and be like, well, I've never played the game before. Let me beat it on the first try.
Yeah, that happens way more than it should. Like,
so we were just basically doing one of those, right? Where it's just like, all right, let's just like do it. And so I passed it. It took forever. I did not pass it on the first try, but I did do it. I did beat the level. And so that's sort of how I got started on the channel. And then eventually you were unable to post for a long time. And so you opened up the channel to whoever was wanting to try to get into it. And it was kind of just me, I guess, who took up the call. And then you eventually changed the our logo from the your Adam, ZoinkMeister, Zoinkface, whatever, the red one, to now we have a blue and black ZM logo. Is there a story behind that one?
so yeah, kind of. So when you started getting on this, like, the site or the channel, I was like, well, clearly, I mean, I couldn't post for 3 months exactly. So
Right.
I was like, this is gonna be kind of weird. I was like, so I mean, I feel like this channel is kind of like getting new ownership or part ownership. So I was like, this isn't just my channel, I feel, anymore. It should be like a shared team effort. I guess that was like the original design too, with Harley, to be like a team effort. But he
Right.
didn't want to, because since he had his own account, so he was like, it wasn't that he didn't want to, it's just that he was fine with his account already, so he didn't like really mind. I mean, it's not like we're gonna be big, like multi-million dollars or anything. Just for fun wise, like, he was already like content with his. Yeah, the blue logo. So I mean, I just wanted to shorten ZoinkMeister in the shortest way possible,
Right.
and I thought ZM, and it like happened to work well because nobody seems to use those. Like, I try to stay away from like S's and like R's,
Right.
like, you know, X's, like the most common like cool letters. Although Z is a pretty cool letter, I feel like it's not really.
I agree. Z is a great letter.
Yeah.
Q is another one.
Yeah, but I feel that Z usually when it's used as, it's like not put next to anything. It's like its own thing, like blank Z or Z blank or something. So
Right. Mega Man Z.
yeah, and then
Well, it's zero, but still.
yeah, all right. So when it came to picking colors or the actual emblem, when I wanted to start putting like icons, since it was going to be multiple people of who was in each video, like on the thumbnail and in the bottom like side of the like the screen or top or wherever it's put in the video to like display who's playing. If you'll notice some of the, like, I think Destiny 2 has a what is that, a pentagon? Yeah, around my icon instead of the oval that's around the rest of ours.
Yeah.
And
we kind of did that because of mine, because I had a weird shape on the picture.
yeah, so they were originally going to be or they weren't going to be the ovals. They were going to be the hexagons. So after we had to adjust for your picture, I was like, well, shoot, I really like the hexagon. Well, I want to go ahead and use it for something else. So the hexagon was what went into the logo. The ZM's just the shortened Zoinkmeisters underneath it. And then when I was thinking of colors, I was like, I want to use a color that's not really used that oftenly. That way our color kind of stands out. And I was like, so I want to stay away from reds. And I was like, if I want to stay away from reds, that's kind of like, you know, the first thing you think of is like blues. So I was like, but I don't want to go for a dark blue. I wanted to go for something really, really bright.
Okay.
And like the best way to make that stand out is putting it with a black background, I felt.
Okay. Well, cool. I think we're kind of out of time here, though. So that was the first ZoinkCast. Hopefully you guys liked it. We probably plan on continuing it, unless for some reason that doesn't work. But I hope it'll work. I assume it'll work. And so this should go up, and then the next one will probably go up pretty soon after this one too, just so we can try like more episodes. So hopefully you guys liked it, and until next time, Zoink out.
Bye.